Welcome. I'm Exolite, and this is my podcast. Hello, Rob.
Hello, Tracy. How are you?
Well, we got the same thing happening with you yelling at me.
We've not even started and you're having a go.
I know. I don't know. You gotta back away from something, or
Why have I been yelling? What have I been yelling at you
It
about?
just comes out really loud.
What, me talking?
Yeah, that's getting better.
Oh, is it? No, I understand what you mean.
Okay.
I
See,
apologise.
oh, I was afraid for a minute there, and I will be afraid today because today we're talking about one of Rob's favorite subjects, aren't we, Rob?
Yeah, not myself. Um,
Not
something
me.
else. Something else. Something very close to my heart.
What is it, Rob?
We have looked, or I have looked, at the new scary horror films that are going to be coming out this year, 2021. And let me tell you now, there are some belters. There are some
Mm-hmm.
really, really good ones.
Very
The
good.
couple that
And you're going to tell me about them, right?
there was a couple I don't really understand why they're doing it, but well, we can talk about them as well. In fact, I'm going to start with one of them. Can I? Are you ready to? Oh, don't you need to tell everybody to
Yeah. Yeah.
go on then?
So what we'll do is I'll say, hey, if you're new here and you think I'd like to stick around, maybe subscribe. Go ahead. It's completely free. If you like this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you would, please share it with people you know that like paranormal stuff, topics, scary topics, true crime topics, 411 type of missing person topics. I have a really weird, true Candyman murder coming up that I'm going to do next. And it's just all kinds of different tastes and likes. So if you'd like to do that, I would appreciate that because that really helps my channel. And if you'd like to be notified when my content goes live, go ahead and click that bell. All right, Rob, what are you going to do to me today?
Well, it's funny you should mention Candyman
Hmm.
because I don't know much about the actual film, but there is a new Candyman film coming out
Oh, is
this year.
there?
Yeah, I don't know if it's a remake or a remake of the original
Uh-huh.
because I think that wouldn't be right.
Yeah, we don't
But
like that.
no, but I have seen. I didn't get to see the trailer, but yeah, there is supposed to be a new Candyman film due out this year. So keep
Um,
your
did,
go
did you
on.
see the original Candyman?
Yes, I have. I
Did you
liked it a
see it in a
lot.
theater or did you see it at home?
Sorry, at home. I like Tony Todd.
Yeah.
I think that's his
Wow.
name. Yeah, he's very, very good.
Yeah.
He's very, very good. Um,
Well, is he going to be in this one? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't know. And
Hmm.
another film, if you like Tony Todd, I don't know if you've seen this film, Trace, called Jacob's Ladder.
Oh, yes.
Tony Todd's in that as well. As an
He is?
ex-Vietnam vet. Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
yeah, he's in that as well. Um, but yeah, excellent, excellent film. Candyman, really good story and
I've
quite
I've told you about the
scary.
first time that about the time that I saw Candyman, didn't I?
No, I don't think you have.
Do you want to hear it?
I think we're all waiting with bated breath
I
to
know.
hear it. You know, that's the
I
kind
know.
of magnetism that you have.
Yeah. So Candyman was out, and I um was living in the first house I ever bought, and I had roommates, and um I'm just going to call them Darren and Chad. Usually I refer to them as their last names, but I'm not going to today. So they said, "Hey, Candyman's out. You want to come with us and we'll go watch it?" I was like, "Okay." Now they left out a vital part of their asking me that might have made me feel a little bit different about going if I had known. And that was they were on a magic fungus. And I was not. So they were kind of seeing an entirely different movie than I was seeing. And I don't know if you remember, but they're walking past a window and you know something's going to happen. You don't know what it is, but the Doberman slams against the window and starts barking. Well, I know I'm not I didn't ever used to be like somebody who was super afraid of movies or would scream or anything. I'm not really a screamer at movies. But for some reason that I screamed when that happened, which in turn turned their magic fungus into a bad trip. And they spent the rest of the movie on the floor trying to get under the movie theater seats. So that was my experience with seeing Candyman. And then the weird part about it is we came home and on the news, I turned on the TV, on the news was a story about a serial murder in Gretna Green, which is where the Candyman takes place. It's a real place. And
Do you know that we have a place in Scotland called Gretna Green?
oh yeah?
And Gretna Green is a place where you can go and get married. You can elope and go and get married at Gretna Green, and it is you don't have to wait a day, I think, and you can get married.
Yeah, that's where I was going to get married once that's when the not that one, but a different one. That's when the wedding planner told me that no Valentine's weddings ever pan out. It was Gretna Green.
Oh.
See, it's because it's a spooky place. Anyway, yeah, so that was my experience watching The Candyman, and it therefore made it even scarier for me because I was trying to babysit two people who were losing their minds at the same time.
I can't imagine watching any horror film when you're stoned.
I have no idea what the point of that was. I drove home.
Especially with the dodgy fungus. It would be
Yeah, because you can't
pretty.
control that, really. So.
I know.
The dodgy fungus. Sounds like something you should see a doctor for.
Yeah. I've got a cream for that.
Okay, so lay it on me. What's coming out?
Okay. They are doing what I thought was a remake of The Exorcist. And I told Tracy I was really excited. But it's a reboot. And I've watched an extended trailer of it. And pretty much it is the same film. It's not any longer. It's basically the same film. So I don't know what the point of that is. And it's
So it's
just
not
crazy.
it is actually a remake of the original movie.
Yeah.
Like it's the same thing with just different actors.
No, it's the same actors.
Wait, what?
It's the same film. It's the same film that's been rebooted, as they say. So maybe they've cleared up maybe they've made it more HD, high definition, maybe.
I see. They're not
But
even
they have.
refilming anything. It's literally the exact same film.
Oh yeah, that's why I watched it and I thought I don't understand this. This is weird. But yeah, so look at me. I don't know if you're fans of The Exorcist like me. Maybe I probably will watch it when it comes out, but yeah, don't get too excited.
Oh, see, because I was kind of excited about it because I thought with today I have hiccups, by the way, so please ignore me. With today's graphics and what sort of special effects, that I mean, they could really go to town on that movie and make it even scarier. But if it's the exact same film, I don't, I don't know, I don't know. It's like colorizing. Like I think they colorized these like some old movie like I don't know, Gone with the Wind or something. So they're like it's the same movie.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's not very exciting.
Right. Now, Willy's Wonderland.
Willis?
Willy's Wonderland. Starring,
Willies.
yeah,
Okay.
starring your old friend, Nicolas Cage. Yep.
Yeah, we're
He's,
close.
yeah, close.
Yeah, Nick.
You and Nick.
Yeah, me and Nick.
So basically, this film is about he has a car accident. He got this nice car,
Uh-huh.
and the he meets this guy, and he says to Nicolas Cage, "If you clean my haunted house and do it over everything overnight, I'll pay to have your car repaired." So he agrees, and he's the big. We don't have them in this country, but like the big haunted houses that you get in some towns and some places in America.
Yeah.
This one was called Willy's Wonderland.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So
I
it's
don't like that.
supposedly Willy's Wonderland is properly haunted and cursed and all the other things thrown in.
Uh-huh.
And some kids break in while he's cleaning it, and they're trying to say to him, to Nicolas Cage, he needs to get out of there because if he doesn't, he's gonna die. But as Nicolas Cage usually is, he plays a lunatic, and he plays one very well. And he ends up, well, he ends up being more crazy than the actual ghosts and things that are haunting the place. And there, I don't want to tell it. I don't want to give it all away, but Nicolas Cage, he does play a very, very good lunatic.
Well, it's not a stretch, I don't think.
Yeah, a little bit too well if
Yeah.
if I'm going to be critical. But there you go.
I'm looking up the picture for this. Ooh, the movie, the poster is interesting, and it says 2020 isn't over yet, kids. That right there gives you a nightmare. Not that 2021 has turned off a lot better. Interesting.
Looks good. Well, I don't know. Probably would watch it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it. I'll probably watch it. Okay, so what's the next one?
They are
Wait, this is
doing.
coming out, by the way. It's supposed to come out February 12th.
Yeah. Well, it should be out by now then.
Yeah, what the heck?
Yeah, it should be out by now. Because what a lot of these films they're doing now, they're just streaming them. Because obviously the cinemas
Yeah,
are closed because of COVID. They are
yeah.
coming out to be streamed through, I don't know whether it's Netflix, whether it's Prime Video, I don't know how they're doing it, but that's what they're saying that they're doing. So
HBO Plus. Well, they're doing this one on Vudu, Apple TV, and Amazon Prime Video. And it's I feel like I'm doing a commercial. And it's $19.99. Which, if you think about it, $20, you would you invite a few friends over, socially distanced friends. Um, you would be paying $10 to go on a date or more, $12.50 to go on a date per ticket. So it's cheaper, and you get to sit in your own house, make your
Yeah.
own popcorn and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a better deal, I think.
Yeah. Well, the next film I'm going to talk about is
Okay.
probably, when I say these words, is going to put Tracy off straight away, or say this word, and the word is Marvel.
Oh, forget it.
But the film is called Morbius, and it's a comic book taken from a comic book, and it is a Marvel film. But you wouldn't know it's a Marvel film. There's no Captain America, there's no the Hulk or anything like that. Basically, Morbius is born and he is very, very poorly. And basically, he's like a small, skinny, ill. Um, basically, he's a thin version of me. Um, so that's how ill he is. Um, so
Jared Leto's
he,
playing him.
yeah, he's desperate basically, and he wants to find a cure. He's a doctor, I think. He wants to find a cure. And he ends up finding a cure, something to do with vampire bats.
Yeah.
And basically, he turns into this big vampire bat. And it's very, very dark, and it's very, very scary, and it's very, very not the norm for Marvel.
Oh,
And
that's good. That may be okay with that kind.
yeah, that looks really, really good.
So Jared Leto, is it Leto? I don't know. Plays in it. His name is Dr. Michael Morbius, and his character was originally seen in the Amazing Spider-Man number 101, October 1971.
mm,
I don't know about this, Rob. I do love Spider-Man. No, I do love vampires.
yeah, he's not like a vampire or a Buffy. He is
No,
he is
he's
Fright Night,
scary.
he's Fright Night Vampire.
Yes, that's one of my favorite movies.
Yes, I know. I know.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay, right.
What else?
Um, did I mention Wrong Turn?
No.
Oh, I'm just quickly going to mention Wrong Turn for people that like the Wrong Turn. I think we're up to Wrong Turn 56 now.
Oh, really? I've
Um,
never heard of these before.
Wrong Turn is where people get lost in the middle of nowhere, and people who sort of backwater,
Oh,
the deliverance type of people,
Revelation.
hunt them and kill them in
Oh,
horrific ways.
I don't like
Um,
that already. Thanks.
no, but they're making another one. It's just called Wrong Turn, and I don't know. I think it might be like a reboot or like a prequel
Oh,
to how it happened. But if you like Wrong Turn and you're into that kind of, it's like the Saw stuff. After you've watched the first couple, there's only so many ways you can kill somebody.
yeah.
So no, it's not my cup of tea. But if that's the kind of thing you're into, then yeah, look, keep your eyes open for that.
Or that one. What's the one where Final Destination?
Oh yeah, Final
Yeah.
Destination.
I thought the original Saw was brilliant. The concept was
Yeah,
brilliant. Wish I'd thought of it myself. But, after 150 Saws, it just wasn't brilliant anymore. It was just lazy.
yeah.
The first one was brilliant, then they just got lazy.
Okay, our next one. If you want to type this in and see what
Okay.
picture comes up, Jack in the Box
Okay.
2,
Oh,
The Awakening.
they have good tacos.
Eh?
Let's see. We have Jack in the Box restaurants,
All right, okay.
and they have tacos that nobody really knows what they're made out of. I'm just gonna say that. Jack in the Box 2 movie. Okay.
Awakening.
Ooh. Oh, I don't know about
It looks
this.
basically it's a demon that lives in a Jack in the Box, and it's supposedly the first Jack in the Box ever made in
Oh.
history. And this demon lives in the Jack in the Box, and obviously he's the trailer reminded me a little bit of Chucky, the doll,
Oh, yeah.
that kind of film. Not really my cup of tea. Doesn't look great,
No.
but you know.
It was a
So I
good idea,
think,
though. That's a good idea.
yeah,
Everybody, I don't care who you are, when you're doing the Jack, when you're like, you know, winding it up, I think there's a moment that's supposed to be called anticipation, but to me it feels like fear.
yeah.
You know,
I don't,
go
I
ahead.
don't like them. I've never liked them.
I don't either.
I don't
And
like dolls.
it's really weird because you give it to a child and the child whines it, and when it comes out
They
and it
cry.
scares them, yeah, their first emotion is to be scared, and then they laugh. And that alone right there is kind of creepy because because babies like to be scared, which is strange. You throw a baby up in the air and they laugh. They think that's funny. You put a towel over your face and you pull it down and they're like, ah, ha, ha, I thought you were just scared. They like that kind of an emotion. So
Yeah.
some babies, um, will, like their initial reaction is to be afraid because it's a loud noise, right? It
Mm.
was a calming sound, and then boom, and then it's this effed up looking clown. This is not. They're not good. Somebody had a warped mind when they invented those.
Mm.
I don't
I
want one.
agree. Right.
Okay, when do we
This
get to that
one.
one I want? When do we get to that one I want?
This is it.
Ooh,
Okay. It's called Antlers.
what?
It's antlers.
This isn't the movie I wanted.
Eh?
This isn't the movie I wanted.
What are you talking about?
I requested a movie. Remember?
Did you?
Huh? Yes, Godzilla.
Oh, right. Yeah, I'll come to that at the end.
Okay, antlers.
Antlers. It's
Do you think
about.
they heard me whisper that to you, Rob?
No, probably not. No, they're
Probably not. Oh, okay.
probably only listening to me. Um,
Probably. It's probably.
um,
Nice.
so I'm only joking. You know
Oh, I know.
that. Yeah, they're probably just listening to you.
Doubt it.
Okay, this film is called Antlers.
Uh-huh.
It looks really good, and it's a Del Toro film as
Yeah,
well.
Guillermo del Toro.
Um,
He makes
it's
the
it's
weirdest, darkest, and yet beautiful
yeah,
movies. They're all filmed really beautifully.
it's about a little boy and myths and legends and the forest and it's dark and it's scary, and I think the story is really really good. This little boy, I'm not sure because obviously you only see the trailer, so you only see like 2 minutes
Uh-huh.
of the film. I don't
Uh-huh.
know if the little boy has brought this to life in his mind, and he draws these pictures, and the pictures that the pictures that he's drawn are of a monster, but it's looking. If you were inside the monster's mouth and could see its sharp teeth and the blood dripping, and then the
Uh-huh.
victim, that's the perspective of the drawing
Oh.
that the little boy has done. So it's
Oh.
really different, and the
So it's like he's seeing from outside of the monster's mouth and inside of the monster's mouth.
yeah, yeah,
Whoa.
and it's got I can't remember what the lady. It's got some good actors in it as well, and I remember the policeman speaking to the excuse me the it's to do with the um, Indians.
Oh.
I never know what to call the North American
Native
Indians,
Americans,
Native
but
American
they
Indians.
also call
Sorry,
themselves Indians.
I do not.
So,
I don't want to upset anybody, but
so
I,
I
I
grew up in Arizona, and they prefer to be called Indians, so it's okay.
so
Oh, Carrie Russell is in it.
yeah. Have you got the
Oh.
picture there?
Yeah, I've got the picture, and it's based on the movie, no, a book called The Quiet Boy by
Yeah,
Nick and Tosca, and then Carrie Russell, Jesse Plemons. I don't know them. I don't know this, but Amy Madigan.
there's a scene on the trailer where the policeman is talking to the Native American Indian, and he said, "This is just rubbish. This is just legends and rubbish." And the Native American man says, "It might be to you, but to us, it's real." And it's all to do with. It looks good. It looks really good. It looks the kind of thing you'd like.
Yeah, I think so.
Really does.
Okay, I think I'll see that one. Is it? Let's see if I can see when it says it's going to be released. Let's see. Oh, the release date is October 29th. It's a Halloween movie.
Mm.
It was wait. It was scheduled to be released on April 17th, 2020, but then it was rescheduled for February 19th, 2021. Then it was rescheduled to be October 29th, 2021. So there you go. Halloween movie now.
Mm. Right, my next one.
Okay.
I don't know if most people will probably have seen this film. It's it must be about 4 years old now, called The Quiet Ones.
Oh, yes.
Oh, Quiet Place, sorry, not Quiet Ones,
Quiet
Quiet
Place,
Place.
yes.
Um, have you seen it?
Yes.
Right, do you like it?
Yeah.
Well, the girl that's in it, whose name I can't remember, she's quite famous.
Yeah, let me go
Um,
look it up. As a matter of fact, doesn't her husband direct it?
I'm not sure what she
Let me
called.
see. Let me see.
I can never
The
remember
Quiet
this.
Place 2. Um, yeah, John Krasinski's in it, and he wrote it. I mean, and I thought it was his wife that was. Hold on, yeah, it's his wife. It's what's her name? You know, the one that's in the Devil Wears Prada. Oh my God, Tracy.
Oh yeah, the what? She's in that.
Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt.
Yes.
Now I'm not a big Emily Blunt fan, but she was really good in the first one.
Hmm.
Now the second one, it's a prequel,
Oh,
and it shows what happened. Because if you remember in the first one, it just starts, doesn't it?
yeah.
They're in the forest and they're having to be quiet, and
They're
they have
walking
a
home from the
baby.
store. They're in a store or something. Remember?
Yeah,
And
they've
the
gone
kid
to
kicks
get
over his
food.
toy or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a prequel, and it shows how it started, and
Oh.
it looks really, really good. And I think you would enjoy that, Trace. Really, really good.
Yeah, I think I will. I like that kind of where you can't
Yeah,
really see it. It's more of a,
yeah,
you know, just out there thing. That's what I like best.
yeah. It looks really, really good.
Interesting.
Right, the next one. I've put this one in because there are a lot of people that are into this. We don't like it, but um, it's called The Empty Man.
What's it called?
And The Empty Man.
Man. I have the
And
hiccups.
it's very much like the Slender Man thing.
Um,
You say that, and if you say Bloody Mary 3 times and in a dark mirror or whatever, it's
uh-huh.
that kind of thing. You say empty man, empty man, empty man. If you're on a bridge, you blow into a bottle or something, and he's supposed to appear, but it all goes pear shaped, and they're all getting killed. And I know there are a lot of people that like stuff like that, but it's not. I don't. Well, I'm speaking for you, and I shouldn't be really, but I don't think you're
No.
into that kind of thing.
No, I don't like that. And you can watch it now on YouTube, Vudu, Google Play Movies, Apple TV, and Amazon Video for $5.99 on each one of those forums. I think I'll not be doing that. I don't like that kind of thing. I don't know.
Right. The next one is British. It's called The Owners.
Owners.
It looks good, even though it's British. The reason I'm saying that is I don't like British films. I like American films. Tracy likes British stuff, and
I
we're a
love
bit
British. Yeah.
yeah. Well, basically, a rough sort of synopsis of what happens is a group of teenagers. I think there's 2 boys or 3 boys and 1 girl. They watch this big old sort of country house, sort of mansiony, small mansion type thing.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 2 old people that live there, an old couple, and they think that they've got a lot of money in the house. There's a safe in the house. I don't know how they find out there's a safe in the house, but anyway. So they break into the house while the old couple aren't there, and they can't open the safe. So the old couple come home and they try to get them to give the combination to the safe, but the old couple aren't as helpless and as feeble. It ends up being that they can't escape then. And it's very, very. It looks very, very scary. For me to say a British film is good, it's good.
Well, it has Maisie Williams in there, and for everybody but Rob, we know that Maisie's, one of the main stars of the Game of Thrones.
Yes, yeah, they did say. I think it's been wrote by somebody that has wrote the Game of Thrones.
Oh, really?
Mm.
Yeah, because there is one author to the Game of Thrones. Let me see. I can't find it. Well, this seems like it might be good. I like it when they turn the tables around.
Yeah.
I don't know where that accent came from, but they turn the tables around on so people are supposed to be the bad guys. By the way, you can currently watch this on Hulu. You can get it on YouTube for $3.99, Google Play for $3.99, Amazon Prime for $3.99, and Apple TV from $4.99. I think I have Apple TV for free.
Yeah.
Sometimes I find out these things accidentally. But so if you're interested in that, head on over to Hulu, YouTube, Google Play, Amazon, Apple, and look up The Owners. Ooh, I like Maisie Williams.
Mm.
You didn't ever watch Game of Thrones, right?
No. Everybody told me I should.
Oh my God, Rob, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah, but in my defence, well, not my defence. It's not really my defence. You hadn't watched it, and you were like me, saying I'm never going to watch it.
Yes, that's
But
true.
then you
That is a
watched
true
one
story.
episode. You watched one episode, and you were hooked.
Yeah, well, what happened was is Maya and Jeremy were living with me at the time, and Jeremy had watched, you know, the all the seasons through whatever it was at the time it was available several times, and Maya had watched it, and they were like, "You gotta watch it, you gotta watch it." And then, so I watched. I think season 6 was on while we were watching it, and Maya had watched it, so I actually saw season 6 before I saw anything else. I believe that's how that happened. And then, so I knew a little bit about the characters already. I knew which ones were going to survive to season 6 anyway. Which I like because, don't hate me, guys, but I am the kind of person who reads the last page of the book first before I decide if I want to read that book or not. Because if the last page of the book is interesting, then I'll put the time in to figure out how it gets to that point. Anyway, funny the story is, so that was fine. So I was like, okay. And then I watched it. One of the seasons, I think it was season 4, was horrible. But we all watched it, and then we waited 2 years. We slammed through like season after season after season after season, and then we had to wait for like a year and a half, 2 years, something for the final season, and which was a little bit of a letdown, but the show itself was really, really, really good. I liked it very much. And I'm right, I didn't think I was going to. I thought, this isn't for me.
Why
All
did
right.
you what?
Huh?
Why do you think did you like it? What about it was?
The characters, the stories behind the characters were really rich and deep. That's what kind of went off on season 4, was that they really didn't do a lot of the deepness of the characters, which is, I mean, you get to first off, they didn't give two fucks if this is a popular character or not. If they were going to die, they were going to die. Which, on one hand, is like, I don't like that because I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved in that. But it really causes you to be invested in the show. And so, if somebody that you like, when we first started off, they said, "Don't like anybody. Whatever you do, don't like anybody." It was really funny because a couple of the people that they loved, um, I couldn't stand them. I just did not like their characters at all. And so they expected me to have this big meltdown at this point when a main character died, and I was just like, good riddance. And Maya and Jeremy both were like, you must not even have a heart in there. Do you have a heart? Well, not for that. But it's really, really good. There was parts though that we would cry and laugh, and you just become very emotionally attached.
Mm,
It's really good.
I'll
I
have
have
to
no
take your word
desire to
for it.
watch the new ones or the one. Well, I guess that they've kind of put the kibosh on doing the sequels because the people who wrote ended up finishing the last season. They did it really hurriedly because they were hired by. Here you go. Here you guys go. Here I go off the path down into the weeds. The two guys who were the director and stuff, and they were writing this story. They wanted to hurry it up the last season, which I think was season 7, because they had been hired by Disney to do some Star Wars movies. And so they hurried it up and they made it shit show. And the woman who was in charge of Disney Studios saw that and she fired them. She said, I don't want people that see through that lens. You finish up, you do your best job. If it takes an extra year, that's fine. I don't want you to do that with my films. So they ended up doing none. Congratulations.
Mm.
There you go. In case anybody didn't know that's what happened with season 7. because we only got like 6 episodes. It was exactly, they trashed everybody's storylines. Literally, like, just erased everybody's storylines that had started from the very beginning. We've been watching for 7 years, and you might as well have not, because they just completely wiped away everybody's storyline and the kind of person they were. And it was really weird. I don't know. Why am I talking about this? I don't know.
It's my fault. I asked you.
Sorry. Okay.
Right. Our next one is called The Cleansing Hour. The Cleansing Hour.
The Cleansing Hour.
They are
Sounds like
making.
what my mother used to do to punish us.
They are making a horror film like The Exorcist, and they've got a girl who. It starts off with it's a boy that's got the demon, but anyway they sort that out, and the next thing is it's a girl who is acting that she's being possessed, and there's a guy playing a priest, and basically she becomes possessed, and everything just goes pear-shaped big time. It looks really good. It's right down my street, this film. I would really, really like to see this.
It says that millennial entrepreneurs, Drew and Max, run a webcast that streams live exorcisms.
Yeah, but they're not real.
But they're not real, yeah.
They're not real. They're fake.
Mm.
But then they try to they do one with this young lady, and she gets possessed for real.
Sounds like something that happened to me. Well, you can watch this for free on Amazon Prime.
Oh, can you?
Watch it? Yes, you can. You can watch it on Sling TV, Vudu for $2.99, Apple $4.99, YouTube $6.99, Google Play $6.99. It is not available on YouTube. Wait, I just said it was on YouTube. Oh, it's not available on YouTube TV, but the regular YouTube it is. Also, you can watch it on that horror movie channel called Shudder. Do you know how much that movie made? Do you want to know how much this movie made?
No. Yeah. Sorry.
$82,000.
Is that all?
Yeah. Catering probably costs more than that.
That doesn't sound very good, does it?
I don't know. Maybe they just released them. By the way, I'm drinking coffee, and it is called French toast. Not your version, thank Jesus, but American version of French toast. And it is like drinking dessert. In case you were wondering.
Right. Thanks for that update.
Go on to Amazon. Get your French toast coffee. It's delicious.
The Conjuring 3.
Ooh.
The devil made me do it.
Well, that's what I always said.
It's about a man called Arnie Cheyenne Johnson. Basically, it was the first case in American history to use demonic possession as a defense.
Ooh.
It's Ed and Lorraine Warren as well.
Huh? Oh, yeah.
And it is, I think it looks bloody good. Basically, I don't want to go into the story too much because I don't want to give it away. But you can look up, I looked it up this morning about Arnie Cheyenne Johnson. He went to prison. I think he only ended up serving 5 years of a 10-year sentence. But yeah, I would really.
So it's it's based on a true story.
Based on a true story, and It is really, really good. I would really, really recommend it to anyone.
I would like to watch this one. I like the Conjuring movies.
Yeah, the devil
It's
made
going
me
to be
do it.
released on June 4th of 2021.
Yep. See,
Here
I
for
thought it
Amiga.
was about Amityville,
Oh. Oh, yeah, you did.
but it's not. It's about obviously this guy who um, killed his girlfriend. I think it's his girlfriend, her brother. Um, he can't remember anything about it. The next day, and obviously he gets locked up, and the judge threw it out of court, threw his defence out of court, saying that's a load of crap, basically.
But is it, though?
Well, yeah. Anyway, our last one is Godzilla versus Kong.
This was a special request. You guys might not think these are scary, but I have a childhood affliction with the
Right.
Godzilla noise.
Adam Wingard is director, and it stars Millie Bobby Brown,
Oh, yeah, she was in the last one. We just watched that the other day.
Rebecca Hall, Alexander Skarsgård, or whatever his name is.
Yes.
Right, let me have a
Kyle
look.
Chandler. Kyle Chandler is Millie Bobby Brown's dad. And obviously, they don't have her mother in this version. Did her mother die? Well, I just watched this movie 2 days ago. I don't remember already.
Would you like me to read some of the storyline?
Are you being a smart aleck to me?
Legends collide as Godzilla and Kong, the two most powerful forces of nature, clash on the big screen in spectacular battle for the ages. As a squadron embarks on a perilous mission into fantastic uncharted terrain, unearth clues to the Titans' very origins, the mankind's survival. This is making absolutely no sense to me. Threatens to wipe out both creatures, both good for bad, from the face of the earth. So basically, let me see if this is more clear up here. The epic next chapter in this cinematic monster versus pits two of its greatest icons in motion picture history against one another. The fearsome Godzilla and the mighty Kong, with humanity caught in the balance. It looks really, really good, and it really, really looks good. I think Tracy will be watching that.
I like I said, we just watched Godzilla King of Monsters a couple days ago, and I grew up watching Creature Features on Saturdays and Godzilla and King Kong Monsters. Godzilla is a good guy. King Kong is a good guy. Neither one of them are a bad monster, except in Godzilla King of Monsters, to save him, they had to zap him with a. I can't believe I'm talking about this. They had to zap him with a whole. I know it's so dumb. With a whole bunch of nuclear power, and so that kind of made him, you know, angry. Because I mean, I would be angry if I was zapped with a whole bunch of nuclear power, but they did it to save his life. And now Kong's coming around, try and be the new king on the block. So I just, like I said, I've told everybody 100 times. The Godzilla noise is enough to just play that, and I'm scared. Always have been. I used to have nightmares about King Kong. I think that's why these are not scary movies to everybody else in the world. Everybody else in the world. But to me, It's just my childhood self. You know, that poor, neglected childhood self.
You're so sweet and innocent.
Aren't I, though?
Well, that was the last one,
Well, this
my
is good,
dear.
Rob. I loved it.
Yeah, it went okay, didn't it?
Yeah, thank you for this.
I hope everybody's enjoyed it, and I hope they do go on and watch some movies, and maybe you could let us know what you think. You know, it would be good. It's always obviously you can leave your comments here on YouTube, or you can leave them on the group as well.
Yeah.
On Exit Light group, or we'll leave them on the Exit Light group.
Yeah, and there's also some scary movies that are made by Netflix, so they don't get all the attention, that these big, Universal Studios kind of movies make. But if you guys know of any that you recommend that are on Netflix, go ahead and put those down too. Every once in a blue moon, I get in the mood to watch scary movies. I don't know why. But put your recommendations down. YouTube, Amazon, that kind of stuff. Just let us know if there's something we are missing.
Mm.
All right, Rob. Thank you. And thank you for everybody for coming. Stay tuned. More content. Like I said, I'm going to do a video about a real life Candyman like killing. And that's kind of scary to me. Guys, it's really freaky. You're going to see. All right.
Okay.
Anything you want to say, Rob?
Just stay safe, and we look forward to your comments, and look forward to the next time when we do another podcast.
Okay. Good night.
Good night. Good morning, wherever you are.